Good morning, everyone. Good Monday morning. Welcome to Coffee with Drea. And welcome to MLK Day 2021. I'll talk a little bit about this amazing human being. You hear the cattle? It's feeding day. So you're likely to hear them in the background, running for their food. Please say hello as you come in so that I know you're here. I hope you all are set for an amazing day, an amazing week. Good morning, Michelle and Suzanne. Tell Jesse I said hey. I hope y'all are receiving good weather today. Good morning, Bobby. Good morning. What is this? It says make comments full screen. Well, that's new. Good morning, Regina. How are you, beautiful? So, I thought today we would at least begin our discussion with one of the people in history. Good morning, Retta. Good morning, Jan. You have snow? Awesome. Hi. Let's see if I say it right. Stasha. Hey, Kristen. Hi, Debbie. I thought we would start with, it's somebody from history, recent history, my history for sure, that I have the greatest of respect for. Thank you, Sasha. I appreciate that. And that is Martin Luther King. We here in America are celebrating the achievements of Martin Luther King today. It's not his official birthday today, but the third Monday of January, we pay our respects to him. And we hopefully can reflect on what we have and or should have learned from his journey. Good morning, Denise. How are you? Good morning, Leanne. Thank you for blessing. We appreciate that more than you know. Remember that Coffee with Drea is an interchange of encouragement. Close enough? No, I want to say it right. Stacia? Oh, that's gonna bother me till I get it right. Good morning, Missy. Oh, prayers to you and your hubby. I'm so sorry. You're in our constant prayers. Anyway, good morning, Jenny. Hey, my little cupcake, how are you this morning? We in America are going to have a tough week ahead. And so I thought if we try to remember some of the changes that Martin Luther King's life and legacy brought to us and the dream that he had for us as a country. Good morning, Tisha. Hi, Carol. That maybe we can apply that to our own lives and what's going on in our world right now. Yes, he was, Debbie. Stacia. Well, there you go. Stacia. There you go. Nice. Hi, Julie. You know, our theme for the year is celebrating you. And so in part of celebrating ourselves, we need to remind ourselves of how important we are. And that as things are tough and difficult to deal with in our country, our community, or whatever it is, that it's really up to us how we behave. Do we want to help with the healing, or do we want to continually stir and instigate division among us? MLK, I can't imagine, you know, there's no tears in heaven, so he's probably not seeing all this ugliness. Hey, Marie, so good to see you here this morning. Miss Georgie Lee, you as well. And, you know, I know that everybody thinks that all the work he did for people of color. Why, yes, this was his springboard because he wanted equality for his own people. He really fought for all of us. His dream was that we would be colorblind, that we would accept people for who they are as people and not base our opinions or our attitudes on color. And so this has been a really important thing for me my entire life, y'all. I was raised in southern Louisiana. When I was a child, we still had water fountains that said whites only, and other things. So it's very vivid in my memory. And so I learned a lot, and I just have the greatest of respect for him and others. But today is his day. He wanted us all to work to make America a better place to live and to raise our families. I found a quote it was part of a speech he did for his Nobel Peace Address. And what he said was this, which I thought was so funny, ironic maybe, funny because it applies now as well. He said, "Uncertain times, while scary, are also an opportunity for growth, meaningful change, and healing." I think all of us need to remember that. Just remember that this was about us each as individual human beings. What can we do? What meaningful change can we be a part of? You know, we talk about it all the time about just a sweet... Hi, Sheila. Hi, Brenda. I'm sorry. Let me catch up. Hi, Suzette. Hey, Donk. Hey, Sandy and Vicky. I'm sorry. Let me catch up really quick. Susan. I don't have Deanna out here right now to tell me who to say hi to. What? Debbie. I said hey to you. Up here in the Northeast, we really didn't have a lot of black versus white. See, where I grew up, we did. And I, as a child, didn't understand it. You know, children don't see color as far as making someone of color a better or worse person. They don't. They see the color itself and wonder, wow, he's brown. I mean, my kids did all that. Let's see. Good morning. Wish I could read lips at hospital with husband and forgot earbuds. Oh, sorry, Carrie. Carrie, we'll keep you and your hubs in our prayers, though. Deanna is out of bed. She just hadn't finished making her tea yet. Loretta, I didn't remember a lot of black versus white until 8 years ago. There may have been, but I don't remember it. I do remember. And maybe because it was just so prevalent where I grew up. I lived there until I was 15. Then I moved back for a year in my later teen years. And it was better, but still prevalent. But, good morning. Good morning, Sweet Pea. The key for me, I think, right now, especially this week, this is a tough week. There's so many warnings out there about us and what's going to go on with the inauguration of President Biden. And I want us to remember MLK this week. As I thought, isn't it ironic that today is the day that we celebrate him, because all that he stood for was peace and equality. And we need to remember that. Yeah, me too. Well, you didn't ask a whole lot of why where I was, because family members were racist as well. And so, you know, not anymore. And certainly it's gotten better. But I don't know what it's like to be a person of color in America. So I can't really... Hi, Elizabeth. How are you? And hi, Becky. Good morning. Good morning. Anyway, I just thought that one sentence of his Nobel Peace Address just kind of stuck with me as far as let me just read it again. Uncertain times, while scary, it is scary, are also an opportunity for growth, meaningful change, and healing. And I personally want to be a part of that healing. Good morning, beautiful Tamanika. How are you? She says hello to Deanna and Jess, too.
Good morning.
Jessie's out tending the chickens before she heads to the shop. So as we go through the day in honor of him, let's remember that we, like he, can be a part of this opportunity for meaningful change, for growth, and most importantly, for healing. Stop all this ugly. Just stop it. If you got nothing nice to say, just, right? Stop adding to the division and the ugliness. Sometimes we say some simple thing that we don't mean in an ugly way, but it can be mistaken or misunderstood. So we need to be real careful that we train ourselves to behave. Yes, behave. Even as grown people, we can behave. Good morning, Brenda. Hi, Carla. Hey, Dustin. How are you? Hi, Shirley. And, you know, part of celebrating you, our theme for the year, is celebrating your ability to be part of the healing. Your ability to be part of meaningful change. Not change that just causes more issue, right? But meaningful change. So let's remember this man and all that he stood for. He came from his heart and used his heart and the love that he had for the human race to help affect meaningful change. Let's do that. Good morning, Miss Joan. Yes, Becky, we definitely need to pray for peace. Absolutely. Good morning, Carolina. You and your amazing chicken hearts, those were awesome. If y'all haven't seen them, go to Craftootiness on Facebook. It probably says craftootiness.com. But anyway, oh my God, they're awesome. Great idea. And let's all work together, okay? You know, if each one of us just prayed for healing, worked on healing, put positive vibes out there, whatever it is you do, do it in a positive way. Martin Luther King said, hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. Very good quote, Retta. Thank you for that. That's absolutely true. You know, we've said it so many times, all of us. We've said it to our kids, I'm sure. You put a good apple in a basket of bad ones, you're not going to get a basket of good ones. You're going to get that you are going to rot right along with the rest, right? So be careful who you listen to, who you respect, who mentors you. Make sure that they don't have that seed of hate. Make sure that they do their dealings with love. We're not perfect. We're going to, like I said, we're going to make mistakes. Good morning, Lynette. Hi, Allison. And I just feel like in honor of him and his dream, read his dream speech. Go online and look it up. There's so much love there. And that is right, what Loretta said, said by Martin Luther King originally. Hate don't make hate go away, but love does. So let's be a little more loving. Let's use these uncertain times to show our true character, to show that we really care about one another, that we base our choices and our decisions on an individual for being who they are, not for their color. Good morning, Estella. How are ya? I am on a TV news diet, social media news diet. If it's political or negative in any way, I scroll past. I have spent so little time on social media. I tell you, if it wasn't for Coffee with Drea, I honestly don't know if I would be on social media right now at all. It's so disheartening to see the divisions that are being caused Yes, Tamanika, isn't it though? And that's the speech that most of us know of. But read some of his, watch a documentary on him, and oh, y'all, he should be respected. And he's okay, he's not a saint, we know that, but he should be honored. And but you know how we can honor somebody that makes life change like that, and that pushes us to be a better us? By being a better us, by using this opportunity in scary, uncertain times to grow as a human, to be a part of meaningful change, and to help with the healing. Don't stir the pot, y'all, please. It doesn't help. It just doesn't help. And you know who comes out and responds to the pot stirring? Negative people. You're not going to see a whole lot of positivity in things like that. So back away. Back away from the negativity. Because the more negativity you put in here, the more negativity is going to come out of here, and the more negativity is going to fill your heart. And you don't want that. What did Georgie Lee Silas say? Thank you for speaking about him, okay? And I babysitting 4 white kids. We talk about different kinds of racism. Absolutely. There are very many types of racism. And that's what he spoke against. He was not just speaking of people with color. He was trying to help bring them out of the depths of poverty and inequality, of course. But he spoke to us all. And if his speech doesn't touch you in some positive way, I don't know what to tell you. He just did it. He did the right thing. He lived the right life. Was he perfect? Certainly not. His daughter, oh my gosh, I can't even remember her name right now. His daughter continued speaking of her father's legacy. His wife, Coretta Scott King, set up the King, I want to say foundation, but it may not be foundation. And that is what they speak. They speak positivity, equality for all, color blindness. Really, we should be colorblind. Bobby, it's our choice what and who we choose to surround ourselves with, but our choices determine who we end up becoming. Absolutely. Very beautifully said. Very beautiful. Bernice, thank you. His daughter's name was Bernice. Thank you, Tamanika. This is an amazing family that lived. They didn't just talk the talk, they walked the walk. And he literally did a walk. Y'all watch some documentary on him. So use today, in honor of him, to find a way to be a part of the healing of whatever it is you're going through. It doesn't even have to only be about all the ugliness that we are warned will happen this week as we install the new president or inaugurate, whatever. Here's my feelings. I'm not being political. Dre, don't play. So glad God is colorblind. Amen, Irene. Amen. Beautiful, beautiful. Thanks for that reminder. If you let this week's craziness, you know what? Just don't even watch it. Just Lucy is shaking the table.
Saying hi.
You determine how you're going to let all this mess this week affect you. I am going to look at it from positivity. Whoever is installed as president, I believe on Wednesday, is our president. We're supposed to support our president, so let's behave. At the very least, let's behave. Hey, Miss Joyce, how are you? Souls don't come in color. Allison, his wife spoke at my university 20 years ago, but I will never forget it. She is amazing as well. I agree. They've all continued, and we're a part of his legacy as well. Without a supportive wife, he could not have done all the things that he did and maintain the person that he was. And there's no guesswork where him and his family are. Like I said, they walk the walk, not just talk the talk. It's easy to talk, but is it easy to walk what you believe? Don't be bullied this week, please. Don't allow people that seem to find it their life's work to bully us into believing or behaving along with them. You know, we always talk about never giving up your power. Today's a great day to use your power to remind yourself and your family and your neighbors and your community and the people you surround yourself with of working together to heal. That's all we can do. You know, and I don't have all the answers. Coffee with Drea is not about me. It's about all of us. It's about you. It's your opinions. They matter to me. And I hope you know that. You matter. That's part of celebrating you. So when I say I have a dream, my dream is to follow the legacy of someone whose legacy deserves to be followed and respected, and his does. And that is my opinion. You can take it to the bank, though. I'm babysitting 4 white kids, 1 biracial. They are sister and brother, but the mother was raped, and I teach them love each other, don't hate each other. So I have a video to let them know about the history. I can't read it. There we go. The history they didn't know about their homeschool, but I thank God I teach them about the history. You talking about MLK. Love and prayers right back to you, Marie. Please let Bill know that he is so are you, literally in our constant prayer. You guys, if you don't mind praying for Bill and Marie Graham, they're going through some serious health issues. Bill is in the hospital. He is doing better, but continued prayers. They very much believe in the power of prayer and healing.
And they're actually seeing it in action.
Yes, they're seeing it in action, which is pretty awesome. This weekend, I took a break from work. What? Yes, I did. I had one of my closest, nearest and dearest friends and her husband down, and she's a hard worker as well, Sandy. Many of you know her. And we took the weekend to refresh and rejuvenate and to celebrate our friendship and each other. And that's what I hope that you're able to do, is take a break from the real world and just enjoy those that are important to you, that you surround yourself with. And remember, as you choose people to share your life with, whether they're friends or life partners or whatever, choose wisely. As Confucius said. No, kidding. It just sounded like somebody would say. Good morning, Donna. Loved your, was it Queen of Hearts? Did you name it Queen of Hearts? Well, you know the wreath, your Valentine wreath. That was amazing. Good job. Awesome. So, how are you guys celebrating your achievements? Remember, we talked about each little step is an achievement, and we should celebrate that. Have a chocolate bar. Well, I don't know.
Have a Snickers.
I'd be eating a lot of chocolate bars. And celebrate your family. You know, our children live behind us and our name. Are you making a good name for yourself? Not just here, but of course with God. That's the most important name for you to build for yourself. Because your children have to live behind that name. Are you giving them one where they can be proud? Carolina, me too, girl. I didn't live to be this long to be not having my chocolate if I wanted, or my cookies. I love Oreos, but I love the ones with the chocolate fillings, y'all. So it's a joke around here. It's jelly bean season for me too. One of my guilty pleasures.
I'm gonna have to open the GoFundMe so I can get you some jelly beans.
A GoFundMe you would need.
Yeah, I know, right? The classic old jelly bean.
Yes, Estella. Or jelly beans. See, she knows me well. Oh, that's awesome, Donna. My kids are all working. My granddaughter has school. She's in private school, so they have school today. They have very few holidays. Oh, spice drops. Those are good too. Y'all, making me want some sweets. Let me have a sip of this coffee.
Yes, Estella, we probably could.
Y'all are funny. Hey, Charlene, how are you? Did you ever send me your address?
She didn't. That I found.
Unless you sent it to me personally and I just didn't see it. Anyways, so, are you celebrating you today? Every day? Are you looking in the mirror and reminding yourself of how important you are and how amazing you are? Are you using your power for positivity? Are you choosing joy, y'all? Are you? You know, one thing a lesson that I have to learn, and I'm working on it, and that's one of the things Sandy got on me about this weekend is, you tried to send it? Well, I'll message you and then you can send it in the message. Because I want you to have your Christmas gifts from the Christmas giveaway night. What is to not look at someone else's success and allow it to diminish your own. Yours will come. You just have to keep working for it. Monkey. Yeah, me too, girl.
I see more than wrinkles.
Yeah, me too. And I haven't been using my cream from Josh that usually I use around the eyes for a while. And boy, did I get a rude awakening the other day. You're funny.
Borrowing $2 now.
Okay.
Okay.
See you later,
sure it's
alligator.
okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Coke, are you?
Huh?
Getting your Coke, are you?
Be safe.
Oh, Dylan.
Yes, we are getting so close. You're absolutely right. We're like, what, 4 weeks away? So excited. For those of you that don't know, Dylan and I have an event coming up in the Gatlinburg Pigeon Forge area at the 21st of February. We're so excited. We leased an entire lodge for this. It's awesome. Anyway, countdown. Hi, Lee. How are you? I forgot what I was on. Dylan, you just got me all a tither.
I know he did, didn't he?
Yeah, Jesse says, we have a couple of tickets left. I am so bad at marketing. One for her and the girls.
Prayers for you, Joyce.
What
For
happened?
Frances. Please pray for my niece Frances. She has COVID, and for my cousin Christy, as she has a rare form of breast cancer. They said it can be cured.
Well, we'll pray for the curing, for the healing.
So, Frances and Christy.
Yes, I will be at Vivian as well. I will be hosting it. Well, sort of co-hosting it, I guess, with Sandy. She's the background girl. But I'll be hosting it, so I'm really excited. I'm gonna get up there and I'm gonna mess with Dylan. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but Dylan will be there. There's quite a list of designers for that event. It's called the Showdown, Hoedown, or something like that, right?
Something like that.
Something like that. We'll post it on our page.
Frances, that's awesome.
What does she say? Can you
She
read that?
says, I
see
have
it.
rearranged my entire business life so I can make my personal life and God a priority. You know how everyone has a word of the year? Well, mine is prayer, putting more of myself into being a faithful prayer warrior.
That's
That
awesome.
is awesome.
That is really awesome.
Georgie says, I will be celebrating Mother's birthday. All right, rest in peace. And my grandniece's birthday. She will be 25 years old, and I'm taking her out.
Oh, good morning, Susan. How are you, Miss Susan Galley? Yes, continued prayers. And thank you for that reminder, Francis. It's important for us.
Joyce, go ahead and put that in the prayer group, if you would, please.
Yes, we do have a prayer group. We've mentioned it before. It is not a group for anything else but positivity and prayer. You don't have to believe in prayer to be a member of it. Just believe in the power of positivity. That's all we ask.
Or if you're having a hard time and you need somebody to help lift you up, that's the place to go.
And also, good
Mary.
morning, Miss Mary. Also, you don't have to state anything but, hey, our family needs prayers. You don't have to give details if you don't want to.
That's why it's not a public group. It'd be a safe place.
Oh, see there, Frances is adding people to her prayer list.
That's awesome.
And you're already a beautiful person in my mind, Frances, so this just makes, you know, I love that you chose prayer as your word of the year. That's awesome. I think that's a great thing. I think we should have a word of the year instead of a resolution. You know, we talked about that. Sometimes resolutions, we just set ourselves up for failure. We have all these brilliant plans and ideas because of the hope and promise of a new year. And then by the end of January, most of us have already given up. So don't worry about resolutions so much. Just set baby goals and pick a word for the year. Just like we pick a theme, like celebrate you this year. Last year, it was give yourself some grace. And work on that. Patricia Stevens. I can't read that. You know why? Because the sun's coming in on me and their words are in that.
Wait a minute, I'll look at it.
Let's see. Yes, Francis, it's called the power to be you. You would be a great one in there with your prayer warrior. Let's see, maybe
Let's see, Patricia. Let's see. Drea, I'm very PO'd to this election. I live in Maplewood, Minnesota, where Minnesota and St. Paul were burned to the ground. I've been to many protests at the state capitol and governor's mansions, but I won't be participating Wednesday. Please pray that all other Trump supporters will do the same. I'm so worried about them, good people. I want them to stay home and be safe. The Capitol is surrounded by police. National Guard will be there. Please pray that they stay home. Thank you. Hope I am not out of line on this, but I am so worried about my fellow Trump supporters. Thank you.
You're not out of line at all, Patricia. I'm praying for everyone. Those that support our current President Trump and those that support Biden. I think we have extremists on both sides, and they could really cause so much trouble. So I pray for peace for everyone that day. And I agree. Stay home, y'all. Just stay home.
Jan Cook, please, pray for a long-time friend that lost her 34-year-old daughter last week to COVID.
Oh, God.
Her and her husband adopted 2 children several years ago, and now they don't have a mama. She loved the Lord and was joy.
Oh. Well.
Marley, you're never late. Good morning.
I'm so sorry, Jan. I believe I saw that on your page, and if it's the same person, her family has been in my prayers.
Carolina, please have another event with Dylan again after we are all vaccinated.
Right. We will. Dylan, it will be also at TDR. So, yay. Dylan and I are planning more than just this event. This was our kickoff event, so we went a little over the top with it, granted. But after this kickoff event, we will have others in other places. I'm looking into one in Oklahoma, even as we speak. Oh, don't be embarrassed. Jeez, girl. Just go in there and post some of your positivity, because you're full of it. I mean, positivity, of course. See, sometimes it's the words. Good morning, Zoanne. How are you? That's funny. I have a coworker that her daughter's dad and stepmom both got COVID. They both passed the same day.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, they left a 12-year-old boy together as well. The daughters are already over 18. Oh, bless them. Those poor children. I hope they have a great support system of family members.
Every time we turn around, somebody's either getting COVID or they've passed from COVID because of complications.
Yes. It's so sad. Good morning, Miss Peggy. I hope you're feeling well, ma'am.
Oh, Bobby. Her granddaughter is fascinated with you.
What's her granddaughter's name? Tell me her name so I can say hey. Frances, you're funny. Y'all don't know Frances. She is with Vine and Silk Designs. Go check her out. She does some amazing stuff.
She does.
Oh, Peggy, you don't know how glad I am to hear that. With all the medical crap you went through, I know you're staying hydrated.
If I pronounced it right, it's Eliana.
Okay. Hi, Eliana. How are you?
Hey, Peggy.
Yeah, she says she's feeling awesome.
Awesome.
Good morning, Miss Lori. How are you?
Our little rock star.
Yeah, our rock star is right. Georgie, in my apartment complex, I put up a prayer quotes every day. It will be different quotes. I thank God we have few people enjoy something I do. I try to be my best. Oh, that's awesome. What a great legacy. What a good example you are for those children you keep. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Evelyn. Who's happy? Did she say happy birthday? Oh, happy Monday.
Happy Monday morning.
Of course. Happy Monday morning. Aw, I'm so glad Eliana's happy. Eliana. Sorry. You got one hair. It's going to make me crazy all day. I guess I'll go
You want me
wet
to pull it for you?
No. It's a little patch of hair. I can't afford even to lose one more. Good morning, Marla. So, we have had so much fun lately here at home watching series on TV. Aw, thank you, Evelyn. Aww. And we've been trying really hard to focus on ones that aren't, you know, like I don't want to watch soft porn or any of that stuff. So, but we've been enjoying a few and trying to take a respite, for lack of a better word, and focus on praying for those that need prayer. Off your head. So you know if you have any emerald green tubing for a Mardi Gras rail. If I do, it would be in my personal stash. Let me look, Mary. I think I have purple. I don't know if I have green. I appreciate your prayers. Patricia. My requests seem so small compared to the other people.
There is no
here.
prayer.
I'm praying for all of them. No, don't apologize. Do never apologize. No. I agree with you. And that is what we talked about early when we talked about Martin Luther King. Is about prayer for everyone, that he wanted equality in a great country, well, a great world to live in with each other. So don't ever apologize. Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Betty. How are you?
And everybody's prayers is different than the others, no matter how small to how tall.
Yes, and sometimes we get the answers to prayers that we want, and sometimes we get the answers to prayer we weren't expecting. I was talking with a friend who we prayed with over the phone.
Hey, Shauna.
And she had said, I'm praying for the fear to be lifted. It doesn't seem to be working. And I reminded her that sometimes it isn't that the prayer isn't working, it's that we might be asking for the wrong thing. In her case, I told her, maybe you should be praying for strength to make it through this fearful health issue that came up. And she was like, oh my gosh, you're absolutely right. Tell you what, when you ask for specific things, he will grant them to you if it's what you need. She didn't need the fear to be lifted. Fear is natural when you're worried and your loved one is sick or whatever. COVID brings fear to us all, right? She needed to pray for the strength. And once she did, her prayers were answered. And guess what? Her husband's health is going in the right direction. You just don't know. So when you can, if you feel like your prayers aren't being answered, pray a little differently. Lori, I don't usually ask for prayers, but I have a broken heart big time and can't figure out life and feel myself going back to a dark place I have been in before. prayer. I'm going to say a long prayer for you. Don't, Lori, you know how much I love you. As a person, as a friend.
Mm-hmm.
This is not about business.
Nope.
We all know she's an amazing business person.
Yep.
But I tell you what, if you're blessed to have her as a friend, you got someone that's got your back genuinely and honestly.
She is the true meaning of unconditional love.
Yes. Lori, don't give away your power. Please use that power to find that happy place. Don't let the ugliness, wherever it's coming from,
Yep.
get you down. Don't let it mess with my Lori.
Nope.
I will definitely be praying for you very specifically.
Reach out to us if you have to.
Yes. Message, call, whatever
Yep.
you need to do. We're here
Susan,
for you.
we do have the group. We have a prayer group that's called The Power to Be You.
We do.
That if you request it, I'll let y'all in. It's a safe place to go and ask for help, prayers, praise reports.
We only post positivity in there. You don't have to be involved in religion or anything to be a part of it. If all you want is us to throw positive vibes out there, that's what we'll do. I am trying, Dre, but get stomped on constantly, and oops, I missed it. And don't know how to continue. All right, Lori. This is how
But
you
in the
continue.
group, don't be afraid to, if you
Shuffle.
need help or if you post something that's, how you're feeling, that just tells us that we need to pray more. We'll reach out to you. Don't be afraid to go in there and post how you feel. But it will be monitored. But it's a good place to go.
That's sweet, Retta.
Aw.
Lori, I'll add more time in prayer for you. You are a gift. Yes, she is. She's an amazing human being, y'all. From God. Don't let anything take you down that unlit path. I love you so much.
Laura, you got a lot of prayer warriors going on.
Yes.
That's prayers for you.
You came to
Don't
the
give
right
up.
place. And rather, like I said, some people believe in the power of prayer, some do not. That is not for us. We don't care.
We don't
Well,
push it on
we
you.
want you to believe in it. I should say that right. But know that we're here. There are so many of us that pray regularly, like all day. I was telling Deanna the other night, my prayers have gotten to be where in the morning I wake up and I'm thanking him for everything, and then in the throughout the day I pray for people when they ask. I pray immediately up here. You don't have to be saying prayers out loud. You can say that he hears you. I've already said a quick prayer for Lori. So I pray throughout the day, and then at night as I lay down to sleep, I'm throwing everything at him. Like, please pray for Lori, help her this, or whatever. That's where I say my most specific prayers. But I also constantly and we believe in this here, putting positive things out there, saying positive things. Don't put the ugly things out there. You know how people post that FML, right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that. That you're putting that out there. That's negativity. Don't put the negativity out. If you are having difficulty in your life, asking for prayer or positive thoughts or vibes or whatever is not bad. That just means that you don't want to be in that place and you want help in some way, fashion, or form to keep from sliding down. It's so easy to slide.
I always believe, and this is my belief, doesn't mean everybody believes this way. What comes out of your mouth can be used for you or against you. That is why I always try to look for the positive in everything. Because if you speak that negative, you're going to see more of it. People just they're like wolves, man. They see one little negative thing and they jump all over it.
And we also have to remember, we often forget, but we really do have the power to not allow.
Mm-hmm.
Lori's talking about the backstabbing. There's this, I heard this sermon once, Lori, probably 20, 25 years ago, maybe 30, who knows, where he was saying that we all, people stab us in the back regularly. It just is what it is, especially if you have any bit of success. Generally, it's has to do with jealousy and envy, which are ugly. But they stab us in the back and they feel all powerful, right? Because they've stabbed you in the back. But then they go on and they're ready to stab you in the back for something else. But they've forgotten it. You take that knife out, right? And then we keep stabbing ourselves over and over because to us it was serious and hurtful and painful and we don't understand it very often. Here's what we've got to do. We've got to lay the knife down. Just lay it down and move on. That is what Sandy talked to me about this weekend. For me, not to focus on those things, but focus on the things I do have power over. And I know you, and you have such a gentle heart, and people with a gentle heart can be hurt so easily. Don't give them meanie heads that power. Do not. They do not deserve it. Know exactly what you mean. Your heart is big and pure. Don't let them consume your life. You're the only one miserable. They are laughing and continuing with their life. Pray for them. That's
and the
true.
More, Lori, you're out there doing your lives. Now, the people that really know you can see it, even though you're trying to hide it.
We've had this conversation, yes. Lori, that we've noticed that you're faking being your normal self. Not that you're a fake self. That doesn't even sound right, does it? No. That you're having a struggle. Okay. Yeah. We know that you're having a struggle, and we see some of this background BS. Please, Lori, do not give them the ability to hurt you like that.
Don't let them take you down.
It's gonna hurt. Here's what I do. Honestly, if Jessie was here, she'd tell you. This is what I have told my kids too. I give when I get deeply hurt or something happens that just hurts me in the core, I give myself 3 days to feel sorry for myself. Kick, scream, cry, whatever, drink when I don't want to, whatever. And then I have to pick myself up by the bootstraps and continue. You have a journey, and Lori, you have a legacy that so many people look to you and are inspired by your journey. The ones that are, I gotta think of nice words because I really want to say ugly things. The ones that are hurting you like this do not deserve a moment of your time. Don't give it to them. Just move on. Block them. Block, ban, delete, whatever. I know it's hard to do because they don't necessarily have to be on your friends list. See, Lori, look how many of us truly love you for who you are. And we don't want to see someone hurt you or damage you in any way. There you go. Oh, yes. When you ask to join the Power to Be You group, you have to answer a couple of questions. If you don't answer, she won't let you in.
It depends.
Unless she knows you personally.
I'm just saying, if you can follow the rules.
I know, Teeny, you too are an example of that.
Yep.
This has been probably the single most tough year I've had myself in our business as well as, in lots of other ways. And it's been a struggle, but I keep choosing joy and I keep using my power. And I'm learning more and more to walk away from the naysayers and the people who want to destroy my dreams. For whatever reason, it doesn't even make sense to me.
It's hard sometimes not to get pulled down into the muck of the situation. But it's nice to know that when you're in that muck and you're a little stuck, you have people to reach out to help kind of pull you out.
The thing about the quicksand of ugliness.
Oh, I like that better.
Quicksand, as you know, will suck you in. But you can easily be pulled out of the quicksand before it's too late by reaching to your friends. Reaching out to your friends, just like Lori just did, like all of us try to do. Reach out to someone that can help pull you out. It's a slow process, but they can help pull you out. I don't know why there's so much hate and ugliness right now.
'Cause
Me
some
too,
people don't have
Michelle.
anything
That's
better
what I
to
pray
do.
for too. I want everybody not only to be happy, but I want everybody to have success
Yeah.
in whatever phase of life they're in, or whatever business journey they're on, or personal, whatever. I want success literally for everyone. I just don't want to get kicked in the face by people. And that's what it feels like sometimes for people. Now, I don't have the magnitude of backstabbers that Lori has, though. I love your creativity. You're beautiful. Heart and soul, you bring joy to so many. Oh, thank you, Melissa. That is so sweet.
Mary Moreland.
And that's for Lori, too.
We just found out my granddaughter Shelby, 16-year-old, has a rare skin type of lupus on her face. She is a cheerleader in high school and has missed all her cheering and doing her school at home because she's so embarrassed to go to school. Please pray for that child of God. Absolutely.
We definitely will. That makes me really sad for her. Good morning, Nadine. You're never late. You made it, girl. You can, if you're watching replay, you're not late. Yes, it does have an exclamation point, Sandy. We should bring that up.
I'm glad you did that, because I guess I better start adding that. Or I can take it off on the two.
No, leave it on, because there's others that name is similar.
Just look for the like she said, the log cabin in the snowy scene.
I have friends like that to me because I know sign language. God gave me a gift, and I teach my sons, both my nieces and nephews, and their children. That is so sweet. Yeah, we could, Teeny, but, you know, who's going to read it? They're going to read all, well, I don't know. They might.
There'll be some people to read it, and then there'll be the people that want to read it so they can tear it apart.
Good morning, Donna. Lori, we love. I was so happy when I found you.
Nadine.
You are a big part of my life, and you are a great inspiration to me. You're in my thoughts and prayers. Absolutely. Absolutely. Her journey is an inspiration to us all. When she was at TDR, she was hurting.
Yeah, she was.
And you could tell she was hurting. But she was there. And I don't mean just showed up like physically. She showed up, was kind and sweet, and gave time to people. She's an amazing human being.
Thank you, Monkey, for what you did for all of us.
Yes, thank you for your service.
Yes.
Today is the 30th anniversary of Operation Desert Shield / Storm, so extra prayers for those that paid the ultimate sacrifice. Absolutely. And thank all those who continue to be in service of this country. Hallie, Drea, I got my cardinal picture. Thanks so much. It's beautiful. It will remind me of my mom and dad daily. I'm hanging in my craft room so I can see it daily.
Yeah.
Oh, Hallie, that makes me happy. Yes, for those of you that don't know, our very own Michelle Razzo Redding with Monkey's Creations served in the Air Force. And she also is an inspiration to us all. I think the worry and the reality of COVID has changed a lot of people. This has caused many people to be alone for long periods of time. Hopefully good times are coming. They have to, right, Zoanne? They have to. They have to. In the world we live in, with all the medical progress, hi, Bill. With all the medical progress, you know, where we are in a place where we can take care of these things so much easier than we ever have been able to before. But I think it's so disheartening to see how many have lost loved ones and who continue to. But it's also very inspiring how many have made it through. So we all love our Monkey and Lori.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make sure I caught up on.
I know, but the Cardinals are going silly over here.
You hear the Cardinals in the background? I don't know how many we have. They attack all of our vehicle windows. They're tapping on our house windows. And they're out in full force. It's so sweet.
Yeah, not when they wake you up at 6:30 in the morning.
Oh, I think that's funny.
Well, I know.
All right, so let's recap before we go on with our day and then our week. First of all, today in America, we are celebrating the achievements of the amazing, incredible Martin Luther King. I'm going to read this for those of you that missed it. It's one sentence, but I think it's very powerful. It's a sentence that was in part of his Nobel Peace Address, and it says, uncertain times, like we're living in now, uncertain times, while scary, are also an opportunity for growth, meaningful change, and healing. Let us all be a part of that, of the growth, of the meaningful, not the BS changes, meaningful change, and of course the healing of the hate that we see so much of. He also said hate, well, and this is true, hate breeds hate. Throw some love in there and let's minimize that hate, and let's remember that we need to first of all be colorblind, of course, but all of us should work together to help heal our country, our world. Our own attitudes need to change. Yes, Suzanne. I can do that.
Who you answering?
Susan.
Joy says, please pray for Stephanie and myself as we go wedding dress shopping today.
Have fun with that. The Bridezilla's going to come out in her today, Miss Joyce.
Oh, I just prayed that they have an awesome and memorable day.
Yes, what a beautiful day to share with your daughter. I will say a quick one, Susan, because you ask and because you need it. So those of you who do not participate in prayer, just, drink your coffee or something for a minute. Dear Heavenly Father, we come before you as a group today, begging you to allow us to find that place in our hearts where we can participate in the healing instead of the hurting that's going on in the world around us. We ask that you allow us to seize and see the opportunities we have to be a part of meaningful change, dear God. Please follow us throughout the day and help us remain safe. Help us find a way to use our power for positive things, not the negativity that we see every day. We also ask that you help us toughen up a little bit. Help us see that those that are there harming us are not the people that are important in our lives. They're not the people that deserve our time. Please help us have the wisdom and direct us in the right path for each and every one of us. God, please watch over those who are sick. Pray for them and the strength to make it through their illnesses and their loved ones' illnesses. We also pray that you give the doctors the knowledge that they need and the ability to use their knowledge the best way possible for all those suffering in health. We also want to thank you. We thank you so much for this day. No matter the weather, we're so thankful to have a life to live, a journey to continue. Please help us on that journey. Help us when we stumble and fall to realize that all we have to do is reach out our hands and you will help us up. We ask all these things and give praise and honor to you through the merits of your Son, Jesus Christ's sacrifice. Amen. Ooh, y'all. Good job, Hallie. I now start every day with I love myself and who I am. Today's going to be a great day. It's really helping me give a good positive start and frame of mind. Absolutely. Absolutely. My kids still pick on me. Ever since I had an answering machine, I would say, sorry, Mr. Call, we'll call you back. Go out there and make it a great day for yourself. Don't expect the greatness to come to you. Make it great, right? Oh, thanks, Estella. Thank you. You're very welcome. I will try to make an effort to pray with you guys more often. I know the other day a friend called in great distress about her health issues with her and her husband. And it made all the difference to her when Deanna, myself, and my husband, we had her on speaker, but we held hands and prayed for her, with her. And it made all the difference. So I'm more than happy to do that. Thank you, Cody. Didn't see you in. Yes, power. There is so much power in them. And you know, sometimes the power in a prayer is just the cleansing a prayer gives you while you wait to see the answers to your prayers. And remember this, y'all, sometimes unanswered prayers are just as much of a blessing as answered prayers. And we also have to be aware and keep our eyes open, because sometimes the answer to the prayers isn't what we wanted or hoped for, but it's there. And we have to sometimes search for that. It's a toughie. We don't always get what we want, right?
Yeah,
Yes, Miss Joyce, you as well. We get what we need. Absolutely. Yes, right back at you, Bobby. So let's close as usual, you guys. First of all, have an amazing week. Make all your dreams come true. Work towards those. Make all your little baby goals, because those baby goals will add up to that big goal in the end. Also, try to refresh and rejuvenate yourself as often as you can. Stay away from the ugliness out there. Pray over it. Don't even watch it. I told y'all I'm on a diet from all that stuff. It hurts me too bad. I can't. So I do pray for everyone. I don't just pray for one side or the other. I pray for everyone. Celebrate you. Don't forget to celebrate you. Every little step you take deserves to be celebrated. Don't forget that. Because what? Never give up your power. The power to be that amazing human being you were meant to be. Only you can make that happen. Don't give up your power to the naysayers, the negativity people, the backstabbers. Don't give them the power over you. You have the ability to be amazing and to be a positive influence on everyone around you. And I want you to use a little bit of that power. Here we go, y'all. You're going to say it with me? To always choose joy, y'all. Have a blessed week. Bye-bye.